Hey, today I am talking about Prequelle by Ghost. Ghost is a pop metal band, um, and if you're familiar with artists like Poppy, Ghost is not like that. When I say pop metal, I don't mean that they're like flip flopping between pop and metal. This is really like Prequelle and just Ghost as a whole. They have metal aesthetics, like you can see on the cover and everything. Um, they are a metal band, but their writing style and their like performances are super poppy and super catchy. And Prequelle, it was my introduction to Ghost, and coincidentally, it's also my favorite album from them. This came out in 2018. I would consider this basically a masterpiece, which some people might think is weird, but yeah, this is like one of my favorite albums from the 2010s. It really, it's like a really tight record. I feel like this is where Ghost were just every song is firing on all cylinders, and they throw so many ideas out. Well, I mean, it's not like the record is just, it's not like it's all over the place, but just how many incredible, really catchy hooks they can churn out is incredible. And I can't tell you how many times I listened to this album. I want to say that the one of the songs, Faith, I want to say it was my most played song the year that this album came out, like at the end of my Spotify thing. That was number one. They Faith in particular, that's like the one song I say where they lean into the heavier side of metal a little bit. But even then, if you are not a metal fan because, like, I don't know, the genre like scares you or something, or like you don't like the screaming side of it, this album might be something that you like. It is like Poppy is harder than this if you listen to Poppy. This is really just like the surface of how hard metal can go. Even the vocals, like the lead vocalist, his voice is not a metal voice. It's hardly a singing voice. I don't know like what genre it would be typically found in, his kind of inflection and everything, but it's like almost nasally. And I can see that being a really big turnoff for people. Like I've had friends, I've like played it for friends, and they're like, "This is like too cheesy for me," especially when he's in this nasally kind of tone. He's singing songs like Dance Macabre, where the hook is just wanna be with you in the moonlight. I can see people I understand. If you don't like this record, I understand. But me, I could listen to this album all day, and believe me, I did. And it's incredible because there's like songs like Rats and Dance Macabre that were the singles, but I feel like every song on this album, save for like the intro and and there's an instrumental cut on here, or there's a couple instrumental cuts actually. I feel like they could all be singles, save for those few exceptions. I just love this album so much, and unfortunately, I don't think Ghost has really hit hit the highs that they reached on this record since, but you know, I'm keeping the faith, and this is probably my favorite record from them. A lot of people think that their second record is their best one, which it makes sense to me. I feel like it's the biggest album that they have. It's like the most expansive sound that they ever had, and this one, it does feel a little bit. I do not say this in a bad way, but it feels a little bit smaller scale. Like they aren't trying to make necessarily songs that have such a massive scope, but I do think that it's their catchiest album, and catchiness is a pretty big part of why I like a lot of the music that I like. So yeah, not much more else to say. Ghost, Prequelle, forever.